What's going on, YT? This is your girl Hawaii Nani coming at you with a vlog video and a really serious discussion on certain things. For one, I want to talk about bullying and what it's affecting, how it's affecting our youth community, and not just the youth, the adult community. My thing is with that bullying, how you pick on and teach other kids to pick on other kids. I mean, this is a society today, it's just completely have gone mad. You hear more murders, violence every day in the news about something or someone committing suicide because of certain situations. But today's topic is going to be about bullying and how it affects our kids. And like I said beforehand, it affects a lot of people. Now, let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. As a kid growing up myself, I wouldn't say bullying would have been the thing that I was picked on about certain things. But I always stood my ground. I always took care of myself as far as, standing up for myself. A lot of kids be picked on because of certain classes they're in. Now, I was called a local dummy because of what classes that I was in. I was in learning disability classes growing up as a kid, and I finished with the special education diploma. Now, I don't know if you want to call this discrimination or not, but a lot of times when you are a child that graduated with a special education diploma, and you didn't get a GED or a regular ed diploma, some people discriminate towards that. Now, let me give you an example on my behalf, because when I joined a college school online, AIU, I let them know that I had graduated with a diploma, but it was a special education diploma. But I graduated. I completed school with everybody else. I wore cap and gown with everybody else. Now, I got halfway through my college courses. I was in almost in my second semester of college online, and they told me they needed a copy of my diploma. This college was so anal about me getting everything. I mean, they got on my nerves. They wanted me to send everything in, and I was in Hawaii at the time when all this took place. They told me, okay, I explained to all the people that I talked to, even the professor and all the people that I was announcing, and they said, oh, that's fine, blah, blah, blah. And then when I got to my second semester, and then my mama had mailed, she had faxed them a copy of my diploma to the school. And then they turned around and kicked me out of the school because they said my diploma wasn't it wasn't good enough for the school. Took my money, never refunded my money to my husband's card, but yet they kicked me out of school. They took half of the money that I was paying on for college courses and books and whatnot. But I was on a Pell Grant and whatnot, and on school, funding or whatever you call it. Because at the time, my husband was active duty military, and they had a special program for military families. And so, yeah, they didn't like my diploma. But they was aware that I had a special education diploma as many times as I told them over the phone. Now, online school is for everybody and not for everybody. Personally, I had no choice. Because the nearest school that I was attending online was AIU, and that school was in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I completed one of my classes, business management. I got a 98B on that course. And with that being said, that's as far as I've gotten with that college. I didn't go back because they kicked me out. I don't know. But my thing is discrimination, bullying, all of that kind of fits in the same category to me. Now, I was watching a few videos on YouTube about what would you do. A guy who was hosting on ABC News, I forget his name. I I've seen how people get treated because of their race, their disabilities, etc. Why is it so hard for a person to get a job if they're black, they're Hispanic, or Muslim, or whatever? And I'm not singling out any white people because they have issues with certain things too. But as I said before, bullying, picking on kids, calling them this, calling them that. Yeah, I remember all the classmates that called me that. And they think that I forgot. Baby, you never forget those type of things. Folks are going to do that. And the people that put that shit on your heart, growing up, you remember their asses. It's sad, but it's true. Now that I have grown up into an adult, got married, have kids, have been traveled certain places and stuff, you know, what gets me about this time is when kids nowadays pick on other kids for what wrong reasons. Why? Because they're either obese, their hair color is different, their teeth are different, their eyes don't look right, or something they're going to find to pick on the child. And it's wrong. Personally, I'm a mother of 5 boys. I fear that all the time about my kids. Right now, I have 3 kids in small grades. One being in the 3rd grade, who has a disability, who was recently diagnosed with autism. And he's in special education. Now, I try to teach them that when you are disabled, you shouldn't be singled out from anybody. You should have rights just like everybody have rights. That goes for anybody that may be sick with Down syndrome, dwarfism, anybody. Nobody should be singled out. Nobody should be discriminated towards, regardless of their race, height, weight, whatever the case may be. Nobody shouldn't do it. Nobody should pick on somebody because of their size, color, or anything. That's just completely wrong. God made us in his own image, and the way he made us was his blessing to us. People pick on people for why, I don't know. And majority of the time, I'm not saying it's the parents. Maybe it's the parents, maybe it's not the parents. Maybe it's just the people they hang around with. What are they learning from this? What kind of experience? Because they get their jollies off by picking on somebody? That's just ignorant. But I'm just going to cut this video short. I don't want to have a long video because I got to do a review on some lipstick. But my thing is right now, the bullying has to end because it's doing nothing but hurting others. And eventually it'll come back and hurt you. If somebody done it to you, you wouldn't like it if somebody did that to you. 2 wrongs to make a right, but that does not mean that you have to go back and do the same things to others. If they were your real friends would treat others with respect. Treat others with respect if you want to be treated with respect. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy life for young people, young men and women. Because this life, as we live in 2011, things have gotten so horrible in this world. Evil has turned over on this society. And what they pick and choose today it's hard. Everybody is suffering with some type of financial situation, and we're all in a recession to where we suffer these things. But guys, let's remember one thing. No matter what religion, culture you come from, or where you come from, we all are a family, and we're all brothers and sisters in my book. We're not the same color or the same height, but we're all flesh. And we all have a soul. And we all have a heart. And we all have blood that bleeds red. So today, let's try to teach our young children to respect, to learn to love thy neighbor. Because life is really short. You only get one opportunity to make it right in life. I'm not perfect. either. I got a lot of things to learn myself. And as I try to teach my kids values in life, let's teach all our children values. They might go down the right road and they might go down the wrong road. All we can do, in my book, I put it in God's hands. When I do try to teach my young children that that's wrong, you don't do that, that's bad, blah, 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 etc., etc. I'm trying to teach them that no matter what the situation is, if there's a problem, come to mom and dad if they're small. If you're an adult, you should know. So that's all I need to say about that. Bullying needs to stop. We all need to learn to stop being mean to others. Come here, son. This here is my oldest boy, Malik. And I told you guys in one video, he's autistic. But that doesn't stop my son from doing the things he likes to do. I'm very proud of him. He's a very good boy, what he wants to be. But this is my love. This is my first boy. And I love him. He is a product of what we need to teach right from wrong. He is our boy's life. He is the world. He could be the next president. Who knows? But he's special and he's loved very much. So let that be learned, guys. We all gotta stop it. And I know he's gonna have to learn that as he gets older. Thank you for watching my video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe if you have. If you have, thank you, and have a great weekend. Peace, y'all.